Welcome back, Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside Marshall Garvey here on the call. As we now go to the bottom of the third innings, we Joey Mazzetti, Josh Hernandez, Anthony Angel Jr., the three due up next when we return. Welcome back, Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside Marshall Garvey here on the call. Joey Mazzetti leading things off here at the bottom of the third inning. He has a base hit and stole second in the bottom of the first inning. Joey Mazzetti, 14 RBIs on the season to go along with 10 hits as well. He hits a double-digit category.
And that blunked him.
So Mazzetti now on base for the Palm Springs Power to lead things off here. It's Adam Aguirre. He's on the hill for the Inland Valley Pirates.
Now back for the Power, the left fielder, number 1, Josh
Hernandez. Stepping in the batter's box, the lefty. He walked in his first plate appearance in the bottom of the first inning. No outs, one runner on. It's Joey Mazzetti on first after he was just hit by a pitch a moment ago. Sun slowly starting to set here in Palm Springs, California. Aguirre, here's a pitch. Breaking ball down low, 1-0.
Very gentle. Nice summer breeze sweeping through the stadium as well. You can see really picking up out there in center field.
1-0 pitch from Aguirre. Looks back over at Mazzetti on first. There's a 3-stride lead. Here's a pitch. As that is going to be a base hit there for Josh Hernandez as he rips it up over to Marquez in center field. Now puts Joey Mazzetti in scoring position. Brings up Anthony Angel Jr. Anthony Angel Jr. batting 7th for the Palm Springs Power. He walked in the first inning. 2 runners on for Palm Springs with no outs as they're up 4-0 here in the bottom of the third inning. As that's going to be ripped right up over in the left field. Mazzetti, they're going to wave him on home as he's going to be safe there. That is Mazzetti's 9th run of the season, which now puts the Palm Springs Power up 5-0.
The Power just overwhelming the Pirates with their base running. Mazzetti pressed it there. It was definitely a risk. The ball took an errant hop there on the cutoff man.
The 7th RBI on the season for Anthony Angel Jr. As Tyler Richardson, the catcher, steps in the batter's box for Palm Springs. Runners on the corners. Hernandez on third, Anthony Angel Jr. over on first. Richardson struck out in his first at-bat in the bottom of the first inning. With no outs, Aguirre deals. A late swing there, going to be fouled back. 0-1 is the count.
Still nobody out here. Power threatening to run away with the game for the second night in a row.
1-1 is the count. As I was way upstairs. No out. Sebastian Flores on deck. The Power, they're in their white on white uniforms this evening with the Pirates on red and white. The 1-1 pitch. Going to be fouled back. Richardson down in the count 1-2. No outs, 2 runners on. Josh Hernandez 90 feet away from home on third. So he's going to step out the batter's box, readjust himself, fix his helmet. Power up 5-0. As that's going to be swung on and miss. Richardson going to go down swinging for the 4th strikeout for Adam Aguirre. Which now brings us to the 9-hole hitter, Sebastian Flores. He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. Looking for a base hit that could bring Josh Hernandez on home. With 1 out, 2 runners on for the Power here, bottom of the 3rd inning. They have a commanding 5-0 lead over the Inland Valley Pirates. Swing and a miss there from Flores. The Power last night over the Inland Valley Bucks, able to get a 15-2 win. As they're up 5-0 here against the Pirates. 0-1 is the count for Flores. Adam Aguirre on the bump. As that is going to be hit up over into right center field. And getting underneath that one's Coda for the 2nd out. As Anthony Angel Jr. has to go back to first. However, Josh Hernandez is going to tag up, which now puts the Power up 6-0 in the ball game. Sacrifice fly there from Sebastian Flores brings us to the top of the order with Torrey Sweet here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
And you're just much like last night, we're just seeing just how deep this Power lineup is. 1 through 9, every player is capable of making a difference.
2 outs, 1 runner on for Palm Springs. Here's the pitch. As that's going to be down low in the dirt. And Anthony Angel Jr. going to steal over to second. The 4th time the Power have done so tonight. 1-0 is the count for Torrey Sweet, the leadoff man. He's been on base twice and he scored 2 runs as well for the Palm Springs Power, who are up 6-0. Fastball upstairs, 1-1 now the count. With 2 outs here, bottom of the 3rd inning. Base hit here from Torrey Sweet would bring Anthony Angel Jr. on home, who's on second. Aguirre, the pitch there going to be a pass ball off the glove of Shore. Anthony Angel Jr. now advancing over to third. Two-1 is the count for the center fielder, Torrey Sweet. Adam Aguirre gets set. Here's a 2-1 pitch from him. Swung on and missed. It's going to be a 2-2 count for Torrey Sweet. With 2 outs, 1 runner on, bottom of the 3rd inning. Power up 6-0 over the Pirates. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Going to be chopped up over the glove of Aguirre. He's going to run it down over to McKinney at first, and that's going to be out number 3. To retire the side. However, the Power able to score 2 runs here in the bottom of the third inning, puts them up 6-0 over the Inland Valley Pirates. It's going to be McKinney, Marquez, and McFarland, the three due up next for the Inland Valley Pirates in the top of the fourth inning. Coming up next when we return. Welcome back and good evening here from Palm Springs Stadium. Thank you for joining us. George Hathaway alongside Marshall Garvey here on the call. Connor McKinney going to lead things off here top of the fourth inning. He grounded out in the second in his only plate appearance. Connor Phillips at the plate, on the mound, excuse me, as that's going to get away from Richardson. Just hit the bottom of his face mask there. 1-0 is the count for McKinney, with Isaiah Marquez on deck for the Inland Valley Pirates. They're down 6-0 against the Palm Springs Power. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Another breaking ball down low in the dirt, 2-0 for McKinney. Another breaking ball. That's going to get inside on the downstairs corner. 2-1 now. McKinney over on first base. Here's a big kick there from Phillips. Breaking ball. 3-1 for McKinney. As that's going to be popped up into the air, foul territory. Full count for McKinney. Top of the fourth inning, Power up 6-0. Here's a pitch. Going to be fouled back as McKinney just got the bottom half of the baseball there, rolled right off. Full count for him here, no outs, nobody on, top of the fourth inning. Here's a full count pitch, as that's going to be chopped right up over. Flores on short on the run is able to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Great play by Flores there. Playing it on a hop.
Isaiah Marquez at the plate. He walked in the second inning in his only plate appearance. He's able to make his way to third, nothing more than that. The Pirates only have one hit in the ball game as that pitch was upstairs, 1-0. Here's a 1-0 pitch from Carson Phillips. Another fastball upstairs, 2-0. Marquez at the plate. He's over in right field for the Inland Valley Pirates this evening. The pitch, another one upstairs, a fastball reaching about 89 miles an hour. It's going to be a 3-0 count for Marquez. Anthony McFarland on deck. 3-0 is the count for Carson Phillips. Here's a pitch, and that's going to be down and inside, ball number 4. Second time Marquez has walked in the ball game. which now brings up Anthony McFarland.
Third baseman, number 14, Anthony McFarland.
McFarland struck out in his only plate appearance in the second inning. One of 5 strikeouts for Carson Phillips on the evening. 0-1 is the count. Excuse me. With 1 out, 1 runner on. Going to be a 1-0 count. And that's going to be fouled away. Count knotted up at 1 apiece for Anthony McFarland. He's over on third base for the Inland Valley Pirates. One and 1 is the count with 1 out, 1 runner on. The Inland Valley Pirates are down 6-0 against the Palm Springs Power. That pitch going to be down in the dirt, breaking ball 2-1. 89-mile-per-hour breaking ball there from Carson Phillips. Nobody warming up in either bullpen, as that's going to be hit right up the gap up over to left field for a base hit. The second hit of the evening for the Pirates. Which brings up Maxwell Shore.
Now batting for the Pirates, it's our beer bat, the catcher number 7.
Isaiah Marquez over on second with McFarland on first.
All Bud and Bud Light Craft will be $2 for the next 10 minutes.
With 1 out, 2 runners on.
Pirates trying to get on the board.
Richardson and Phillips gonna have a quick meeting. With 1 out, 2 runners on.
Pirates looking to demonstrate why they've got the best offense in the Sunset Baseball League so far this summer. Right chance to do so against the dominant Carson Phillips. I think I'm sensing a double steal here. I'd be wise to be aggressive.
Breaking ball inside, strike 1. Maxwell Shore flew out over to Olsen in right field. Carson Phillips kicks and deals, as that's going to be chopped right back over to Phillips. A throw over to first in time for the second out. Advances both runners, McFarland on second, Marquez on third. Which brings up the 9-hole hitter, Austin Holler. He flew out in the third inning over to Sweet in center field, who made a beautiful diving catch. With 2 outs, Power looking to retire the side here as that pitch. Curveball out and away, 1-0. Here's a kick and deal. Another breaking ball in the dirt. 2-0 is the count for Austin Holler. McFarland on second, Marquez on third, both in scoring position. Here's a 2-0, as that's going to be a hard hit ball. And getting over the head of Anthony Angel Jr., 1 run's going to come in, and here come 2. And the Inland Valley Pirates are now on the board. For an RBI single there for Austin Holler.
Just like that, we've got ourselves a ball game. It's 6-2 now. That one just getting out of the reach.
Brent Coda now batting. Third time we're going to see him at the dish. He struck out in the first inning and then walked in the third. Was able to make his way over to second, nothing more than that. Pitch getting inside right down Main Street. 0-1 is the count. With 2 outs, 1 runner on. Big swing and a miss there. Coda down the count 0-2. 2 outs, 1 runner on here for the Pirates. They're down 4 runs as they just scored 2 runs. As that's going to get Cota looking for strike number 3. It's going to be 6 strikeouts for Carson Phillips. That's going to retire the side. 2 runs able to score for the Pirates. As we now go to the bottom of the 4th inning, it's going to be Blythe, Dean, and Olson. The 3 due up next for Palm Springs Power when we return. Welcome back, bottom of the 4th inning. Noah Blythe just about to step into the batter's box. For Palm Springs Power, he's 1 for 2 in the ball game, has a double and a run in the ball game in the 1st inning, and then flew out over to Marquez in right field in the 2nd. Third time we're going to see Noah Blythe as a Power up 6-2 in the ball game. And McGuire, he's on the hill. 1-0 count as that was down and away. The 2-3-4 here due up next. Pitch going to be way inside. 2-0 the count for Blythe with Emmanuel Dean on deck. Noah Blythe has 20 hits on the season as he's up in the count 3-0. He has 6 doubles.
And only 2 walks. 1 ball away from getting his 3rd on the year. Power looking to...
3-0 is going to be a fastball right inside for strike 1. Is Blythe going to watch that one go right by him?
And that looks like that got him. So McGuire continuing to gift base runners, whether by walks or hit by pitch. Been a little wild in this game. So Blythe will head to first. Now Emmanuel Dean.
Designated hitter number 26, Emmanuel Dean.
Dean just absolutely incredible tonight offensively. Had also the web gem of the game with a diving catch. Where he covered an incredible amount of distance south center, practically coming all the way out to right to make a catch.
Emmanuel Dean 1 for 2 in the ball game as a base hit, scored a run, and then he grounded out in the 2nd inning. In his season debut with the Palm Springs Power, as a pitch there from McGuire, going to be a pass ball there, as Shore could not keep it in front of him, which now advances Noah Blythe in a scoring position now on second. McGuire on the hill.
Blythe dancing off a second.
Here's a 1-0. Going to be a swing and a miss there from Dean. 1-1 the count.
Power just looking like a complete team so far this season. They've got it all. Great base running, great pitching, great starting pitching, powerful offense.
Aguirre looking back at second. Here's a 1-1 to Dean. Breaking ball down and away. 2-1 is the count. Noah Blythe, sizable lead over on second. Nobody covering. No outs here. Bottom of the fourth inning. Power are up 6-2 over the Pirates. 3-1 is the count for Emmanuel Dean, designated hitter. Here's the 3-1 pitch. As that's going to get inside for strike two. Emmanuel Dean thinking it was going to be ball number 4. Going to be a full count for him. Bottom of the fourth inning. Power up 6-2 over the Inland Valley Pirates. Aguirre deals a 3-2. That's now ball number 4. And as that now puts runners on first and second.
Now batting for the Power, the right fielder, number 49.
It's going to be Connor Olson at the plate with 2 runners on with no outs. Olson 0 for 2 in the ball game, struck out in the first and then grounded out in the second. And so he's going to foul that one off over the left field concourse. Oh, 0-1 the count for Olson. He's over in right field for the Palm Springs Power. Dean on first, Blythe on second. 1-1 the count now. Joey Mazzetti, he's on deck for Palm Springs. This is the second game for Connor Olson. Made his season debut last night against the Inland Valley Bucks in the 15-2 win. Pitch going to be outside, 2-1.
Guare in another jam. Trying to keep this game within reach. Or the Pirates chipped away a bit in the top half to score their first 2 runs.
The 2-1 pitch going to get inside, breaking ball. 2-2 the count with no outs. Bottom of the fourth inning. Power of a 4-run lead over the Pirates. Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, 3-2 the count.
Nope.
Connor Olson looking to get on base for the first time in the ball game.
Guare's breaking stuff. Specialty pitch, generally topping out around the mid-80s.
And that's going to be ball number 4. Base is now loaded for the Palm Springs Power. Second straight walk for Aguirre here in the inning. Brings up Joey Mazzetti.
And who better to come up in this situation for the Power than Joey Mazzetti, their resident RBI machine.
14 RBIs on the season for Joey Mazzetti. Could make it 15 here with a base hit. He got on base twice and scored a run as well for the Power. Breaking ball there. 1-0 the count for the third baseman. Olson on first, Dean on second with Blythe on third. For the Power, big swing and a miss there from Joey Mazzetti. He wanted everything of that. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Mazzetti just readjusting himself now, 1-1. Aguirre on the bump. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball down low. 2-1. Good eye there from Joey Mazzetti. Has great plate discipline.
It's much cooler Temperature tonight with that breeze at 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect night. We hope you.
The 2-1 pitch, as that's going to be cracked up through for a base hit. Make it RBI number 15 for Joey Mazzetti. His second hit of the season. Noah Blythe coming in to score. Manuel Dean advancing over to third. Connor Olson on second. Bases still loaded. Power now up 7-2 here in the ball game. Josh Hernandez stepping in the left-hand batter's box for Palm Springs. He's gotten on base twice. In the first and third innings, able to score a run in the third inning as well. No outs here, bottom of the fourth inning. Power up 5 runs. Here's a pitch. Out and away, 1-0 is the count. Shore had to extend the arm there to reach out and grab it. Making the count 1-0 with bases loaded. Another breaking ball there. Hernandez up in the count 2-0. With no outs, bases loaded. Here's a pitch. Gonna be chopped up over to Holler. Chance for a double play there, and they're able to do so.
A run still scoring nonetheless.
And it's coming in the score. Manuel Dean puts the Power up 8-2 here in the ball game. Anthony Angel Jr. stepping in the batter's box.
Second baseman, number 15, Anthony Angel Jr.
Anthony Angel Jr. gotten on base twice, has stolen a base as well for the Power tonight. With 2 outs, runner in scoring position as Connor Olson over on third. 1-0 is the count. Here's a pitch from McGuire. Outside, 2-0. Here's a 2-0 pitch, as that's going to be ripped right over in the glove of McFarland for the third out.
Good leaping grab there, but the Power respond and do even more damage at the plate.
They score 2 more runs here. The bottom of the fourth inning. It puts them up 8-2 in the ball game. It's going to be the 2-3-4 due up next for the Inland Valley Pirates. Rico, Konerski, and Rasmussen when we return. Top of the fifth inning. Welcome back, Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway here alongside with me, my partner Marshall Garvey. Gabriel Rico leading things off here, top of the fifth inning.
And
He's gotten on base twice.
And as the summer evening cools off, the Power offense continues to heat up. They've scored 8 runs tonight. They scored 15 last night. looking to be well on their way to another blowout victory, as that one is smacked into left, base hit for the Pirates.
Gabriel Rico with his second hit. Cole Konierski now going to be batting for the Inland Valley Bucks here in the top of the 5th inning. Excuse me, that's going to be Kyle Dobson, who's going to be subbing in for Cole Konierski.
Pitching for the Pirates, number 27, Kyle Dawson.
Konierski finished 0 for 2 in the game with a strikeout and a fly out to Olsen in right field. I'm called time before the pitch. One runner on, and after a leadoff base hit from Rico. Here's a pitch from Phillips. Gonna get inside, strike one. Oh, 1 from Phillips, way inside, 1-1 is the count now. Kyle Dobson from Chico State batted .500 there. With one out, as that's going to be chopped right up over into the glove of Flores at short. Sounded like a broken back there as well. One out, one runner on.
The designated hitter, number 26, Spencer Rasmussen.
Rasmussen at the plate for the Pirates. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game, struck out twice. So that pitch there from Phillips, down and inside, 1-0 the count for Rasmussen. Designated hitter for Inland Valley this evening.
Inland Valley with 2 runs in the 4th to cut 6-0 lead to 6-2, but now back down by 6 as they trail 8-2.
2-0 pitch from Phillips. Going to be fouled back. 2-1 is the count. Over on first base, it's Gabriel Rico. After he got his second base hit of the ball game. As that's going to be now a 3-1 count for Rasmussen after that was way outside. Richardson able to grab it and keep the ball in front of him. It's a windy night here in Palm Springs, California. As here's a 3-1 pitch, going to be lining underneath the glove of Noah Blythe. As Gabriel Rico going to make his way over to third, going to be held up there. Puts runners now on the corners after a base hit there from Spencer Rasmussen. Which now brings up Anthony Gibbons. Pinch hitting for Connor McKinney, who went 0 for 2, grounded out twice in the 2nd and 4th inning. Anthony Gibbons from Riverside City College batted .222 there, with 1 RBI in 6 games played. With 1 out, runners on the corners for the Pirates, as they are down 6 runs to the Palm Springs Power. Breaking ball down low, 1-0. Eric Marujo going to be warming up shortly in the Palm Springs Power bullpen. As here's a 1-0. Going to be fouled back to 1-1 the count for Gibbons. With 1 out, 2 runners on. Top of the 5th inning, Palm Springs up 8-2 over Inland Valley.
It's worth noting in his prior outing against the Halos, Phillips Only went 5 innings, so
The 1-1. Gonna get away from Richardson. He couldn't get a squeeze on it. 2-1 the count for Gibbons. Here's a 2-1. Upstairs. Did he go? No, he did not. As a check over to the field umpire, Bob Walker.
it was 5 innings for Phillips at season highs. He pitched 4 apiece in his first 2 starts of the season.
Here's a 3-1 pitch. Gonna get inside. Strike 2, full count.
For part of his first 2 games, 1 in relief and then started the second. Phillips trying to get out of this jam here.
Full count with 1 out. Runners on the corners. As that's going to go down as a strikeout there as Gibbons goes down swinging. The 7th strikeout for Phillips. With 2 outs. Now brings up Stephen Mara from Chaffee College. Batted .444 there.
49, Stephen Mara.
Stephen Mara going to be pinch hitting for Isaiah Marquez. Was able to get on base twice and score 1 run for the Pirates. Here's a pitch from Phillips. Breaking ball inside for strike 1. Runners on the corners for the Pirates as they're down 6 runs. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1-1 the count with 2 outs. It's another breaking ball down low, 2-1. Here's a 2-1 pitch from Phillips. That's going to be lined into foul territory. Just barely. Count knotted up at 2 apiece with 2 outs, 2 runners on here. Top of the 5th inning. George Hathaway alongside Marshall Garvey here on the call. Palm Springs up 8-2 over the Inland Valley Bucks. Clear night sky here in Palm Springs, California. As a pitch now way upstairs, full count.
It's absolutely pitch black. Horizon only, punctuated in our view by a few palm trees and beautiful stadium lights. It's shaping up to be a spectacular summer for the Power. And here's the pitch.
Full count, going to be ball number 4. Now puts bases loaded for the Pirates. Daniel Garcia. He's pinch hitting now for Anthony McFarland, who went 1 for 2.
Number 20, Daniel Garcia.
McFarland had a base hit and scored a run in the 4th inning. His only time at the plate, and he also struck out. Daniel Garcia from Riverside City College. 3 games there, batted .333. 2 outs, bases loaded. Carson Phillips looking to get out the inning. There's a swing and a miss from Garcia. 0-1 count, 2 outs. Phillips on the hill for Palm Springs as they're up 6 runs. Here's a pitch. Another swing and miss, high fastball there from Carson Phillips. Topped off at 90 there.
Yes, I actually topped on 91. Phillips' fastball is absolute specialty.
As that's going to be fouled back. Still 0-2 count.
Phillips has gotten as high as 93 this evening.
To the count. 2 outs. Here's a pitch from Phillips. As that's going to get Garcia looking for strike number 3. That's going to retire the side. 8th strikeout for Carson Phillips as we now go to the bottom of the 5th inning to be Richardson, Flores, and Sweet. The 3 due up next for Palm Springs as they're up 8-2. Going to the bottom of the 5th when we return. Welcome back, Palm Springs Stadium. New pitcher on the mound. It's Jacob Gonzalez, the righty out of Mount San Antonio College.
Catcher number 8, Tyler Richardson.
Richardson now batting. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Looking to get on base here against the new pitcher, Jacob Gonzalez. Power up 8-2 here, bottom of the 5th inning, as that's going to be a pass ball there.
Just a bit inside.
The count. Make it now 2-0 as Richardson had to move out of the way of that one. On deck, it's Sebastian Flores. Power up 6 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning over the Inland Valley Pirates. Breaking ball, Richardson going to swing at that. Now it's a 2-1 count. Gonzalez, here's a pitch. Popped up into the air over to right center. As getting underneath that one, it's Steven Mara. Flores stepping to the batter's box. He's also 0 for 2 in the ball game with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
McGuire in search of his first shutout inning of the game. Surrendered 1 run or more in the first 4 frames.
Mount San Antonio College. Jacob Gonzalez pitched 1 game, had 2 strikeouts. It's a 1-0 count for Flores, a 9-hole hitter.
Pardon, Gonzalez.
Torrey Sweet on deck for Palm Springs. Here's a 1-out. Painting the outside edge, 1-1 the count. Nobody on here for the Power. They've scored in all 4 innings. 3 runs in the first, 1 run in the second, and then 2 runs in both the 3rd and 4th inning. Puts them up 8-2 in the ball game. Here's a 1-1 pitch from Gonzalez. Big swing and miss there from Flores. He's down in the count 1-2. Torrey Sweet, the leadoff man, on deck. Here's a 1-2. That going to be a wild pitch there in the dirt. 2-2 the count. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Gonzalez, as that's going to be fouled back right over our heads in the press box.
Had one to, you can hear it rolling around Had one deposited in the PA booth earlier. Still waiting on that first ball to arrive here in the announcer's booth. Perhaps tonight could be the night. Gonzalez, meanwhile, just trying to get the first shutout inning of pitching-wise for the Bucks.
Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball down in the dirt. Full count coming up for Sebastian Flores. He's over on shortstop. Made a few good plays there this evening already. With one out, nobody on for the Power. Here's the 3-2. And so that's going to be a deep ball down the left field line. That has some carry to it as well, as that's going to be bouncing off the wall for a double for Sebastian Flores.
I thought for sure that was out of here. That ball just kept carrying and carrying. Again, we do have a pretty substantive breeze tonight, so I probably kept it in the park just a bit.
350 down the left and right field line, 400 dead center.
Now batting for the Power, the center fielder, number 45, Torrey Sweet.
Torrey Sweet at the plate. He's gotten on base twice in the ball game. In the first and second inning. He also scored 2 runs as well for Palm Springs.
Made a spectacular catch in center field earlier as well. Sweet already making his presence known in just 2 games.
Here's a pitch from Gonzalez way inside. 1-0 is the count with 1 runner on. Flores in scoring position on second after a deep after a deep double there. Big swing and miss from Torrey Sweet as he's looking to get an RBI. The base hit here. He already has 1 of those. That came in the first inning. 1-1 the count. 81 mile per hour breaking ball, the previous pitch. And as that's going to be popped up high into the air. Mara getting over at it a right, and he's going to drop that. As Casey Dill going to be waving on Sebastian Flores to home. The throw not in time.
Another costly mistake by the Pirates, and more heads-up base running by the Power. They are just absolutely relentless. It's now 9-2.
That's going to be an error on the right fielder, Steven Mara. With 1 out, Noah Blythe is at the plate. Noah Blythe has gotten on base twice in the first and fourth innings, scored 2 runs as well in both those innings. With 1 out, runner in scoring position. Breaking ball inside for strike 1. George Hathaway alongside Marshall Garvey here on the call as Inland Valley Pirates come to the hometown team, Palm Springs Power. Here's the 0-1. Down in the dirt. 1-1 the count. Power are up 9-2 in the ball game. With 1 out, 1 runner on. Torrey Sweet on second after the error from Mara over in right field. Here's the pitch. Gonna be just outside. 2-1 the count. Oh, looked very close.
Very close pitch.
No outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Power up 7 runs here. As it's now a hitter's count, 3-1. Sebastian Flores came in to score for the Power in this inning after he had a deep double, and here's a 3-1 pitch as that's going to be hit into opposite field. Mara makes the grab up over in right field, and that's going to hold Torrey Sweet up at second. For the first out of the inning, it brings us to Emmanuel Dean.
Dean gotten on base both times tonight.
Now batting for the Power,
His first at bat,
hitter number 36,
2-run single.
Dean.
Looking to cash in his 3rd RBI in his first game of the season. Just only 1 out here.
Dean also scored 2 runs in the first and 4th inning as well. That's going to get inside for strike 1. 1 out, 1 runner on for the Palm Springs Power here in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're up 9-2 here in the ball game.
Pardon, it's actually 2 outs.
Richardson flew out, and so did Noah Blythe just a moment ago. 1-1 the count with 2 outs. Runner in scoring position, Torrey Sweet.
He's also trying to limit the damage.
As that's going to be a swing and a miss on the breaking ball there. 1-2 the count. Coming up for Emmanuel Dean. He had a base hit, scored a run in the 1st inning, also stole a base there, and then was walked in the 4th. Scored a run as well. 2 outs here in the inning. Power up 9-2 over the Pirates. They got a 15-2 win last night over Inland Valley Bucks, as that's way inside. 2-2 the count.
You serious?
Gonzalez on the hill for the Inland Valley Pirates. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Going to be strike number 3 as Emmanuel Dean going to go down swinging on that one. Going to retire the inning. However, Flores comes in to score 1 run for Palm Springs, as that puts them up 9-2 in the ball game. It's going to be Maxwell Shore, Austin Holler, and Brent Coda, the 3 due up next when we return, top of the 6th inning. Welcome back, Palm Springs Stadium. Carson Phillips still on the bump for Palm Springs. Bradley Chesterton going to be pinch hitting now for Maxwell Shore. Shore went 0-2. He flew out in the 2nd inning, grounded out in the 4th. Chesterton from Lindenwood University with the bright gold helmet on. Here's a pitch from Phillips. Breaking ball inside, strike 1.
So Phillips now looking for
That's his 104th pitch right there, Marshall.
and his 6th inning of work. As mentioned before, his season high is 5, as that one's fouled off. Now 0-2. Managed 4 innings in his first 2 games, then 5 in his best game yet against the Halos. Now trying to stretch it out into 6.
0-2 the count for Chesterton, the righty. As that's popped up into the air, Sweet gonna track it down over in right center. Gets the grab for the first out of the inning. Austin Holler at the plate, the 9-hole hitter. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Has a base hit in the 4th inning and then flew out over to Sweet in the 3rd inning. The lefty from Santa Ana College. 1-0 count for Holler. As that's going to be hit right up over. Olsen gets underneath that.
Phillips is fatigued. He's not showing it at all. 2 very quick and efficient outs. And he's just 1 out away from a season-high 6 innings.
Eight strikeouts for Carson Phillips as well.
Pinch hitting for the Pirates, number 9, Jacob Ladawi.
Jacob Ladawi. He's at the plate from UC Riverside. 4 games there, has 4 RBIs. Badawi pinch hitting for Brent Cota, the leadoff hitter, who struck out twice in the ball game, as that's going to be 0-1 count.
Breaking pitch there, clocking in at 80.
Breaking ball down low inside, 1-1. Now the count with 2 outs.
And primarily fastballs for Phillips this evening. Being up as high as 94.
As that's going to be popped up into the air. 1-2 the count now for Badawi. Eric Marujo warming up in the bullpen for the Palm Springs Power. Here's a 1-2 pitch from Phillips. Going to be fouled back once again. Badawi staying alive at the plate. Here's a 1-2. As that's going to be hit up over in the deep left field and into foul territory. Still 1-2.
Towering fly ball. Just in that spacious foul territory. Now close to the Power bullpen. Phillips and the Power still very much in control of this game. They lead 9-2. Phillips
kicks and deals a 1-2 pitch. Chopped up over to Mazzetti at third. The throw over to Blythe for out number 3. And 5-3. Write that down in your books. 1-2-3 inning there for Carson Phillips. As we now transition, bottom of the 6th inning. Olsen, Mazzetti, Hernandez. A 3 due up next when we return. Power up 9-2 over the Pirates. Bottom of the 6th when we return. Welcome back to historic Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside Marshall Garvey here on the call. Isaiah Alvarez pinch hitting for Connor Olson here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Olson got on base once in the 4th inning and then grounded out in the 2nd and struck out in the 1st.
And an ideal choice to lead off tonight given his performance last night, in which he had 3 stolen bases and 2 runs scored. Only hitting 200 on the season, but when he gets on the bases, Alvarez can make a lot of noise. As we can do so again right here.
The pitch from Gonzalez, way inside, 1-0 the count.
Just a bit outside.
Isaiah Alvarez batting 200 on the season. The 385 on base percentage as well. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Way outside from Gonzalez, 2-0. Good eyes there from Alvarez. Power are up 9-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's a 2-0 from Gonzalez down in the dirt, 3-0. Isaiah Alvarez barely having to move those last 3 pitches. Joey Mazzetti on deck for Palm Springs. Here's a 3-0. Down low in the dirt, 4 straight pitches. All of them down and away, as that's going to be a walk for Isaiah Alvarez. He's going to get on base, which brings up Joey Mazzetti. He's gone on base all 3 at-bats and scored 1 run as well.
Number 10, Joey Mazzetti.
Mazzetti has 2 singles and hit by a pitch in the 3rd when he scored his only run.
Now Alvarez taking a long lead off of first, and he's
There
off
he
and running.
goes. And the throw over from Chesterton was in time and got Isaiah Alvarez caught stealing.
Chesterton and some wild throws early, managed to get that one right on the money and well ahead in time.
0-1 count for Mazzetti with 1 out now, nobody on base. As that is going to be a breaking ball swung by Mazzetti. He's now down in the count 0-2. One of the rare times we've seen a power player getting thrown out, caught stealing. Oh-2 the count for Mazzetti. He's been on base all 3 at-bats. Hernandez on deck for Palm Springs. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Gonzalez. Way upstairs as Mazzetti had to lean out of the way of that pitch there from Gonzalez. A cool 81 degrees here in Palm Springs, California. A lot of wind coming in from the southeast. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Again, way inside, 2-2 the count. With 1 out, nobody on. Gonzalez, 2-2 down in the dirt. It's going to be a full count for Joey Mazzetti. Full count with 1 out. Hernandez on deck for Palm Springs. They lead the Pirates 9-2 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As that is going to be a slow roller up to Rico at short. The throw is out and away. Mazzetti going to be now safe on first.
Let me take a selfie.
He's going to get on base after the error by Rico that got away from McKinney at first.
That'll bring Josh Hernandez to the plate.
Hernandez
Left fielder, number 1,
got on base twice, scored 1 run in the 3rd inning, and then grounded out in the 4th. With 1 out, 1 runner on for Palm Springs. Looking to add on to their 7-run lead here in the bottom of the 6th inning. George Hathaway alongside Marshall Garvey here on the call. As Hernandez going to hit that one up deep over to Mara for the second out of the inning. And it's Anthony Angel Jr. stepping in the batter's box for Palm Springs.
Number 15, Anthony Angel Jr.
Anthony Angel Jr. 2 for 3 in the ball game. Had a base hit in the third inning. Was able to steal as well. With 2 outs, 1 runner on. Here's a pitch from Gonzalez. Curveball inside. 0-1 the count.
Also, an RBI in the third, giving him his 5th straight game with an RBI as he continues to heat up at the plate.
Mazzetti over on first. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball out and away. 1-1 the count with 2 outs. Power of 8 hits on 9 runs, and there goes Mazzetti. And the throw is off target as he's going to be safe over on second.
Looks like he took a pretty awkward slide there. He's up, dusting himself off.
1-1 the count with 2 outs. Mazzetti in scoring position on second. Anthony Angel Jr. at the plate as he's going to hit this one. Popped up into the air. Badawi getting underneath that one for the third out. Going to retire the side. Is a first scoreless inning for the Palm Spring Power. As we now go top of the 7th inning, when we return, Palm Springs up 9-2 over Inland Valley. When we return. Welcome back to historic Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside with my broadcast partner, my broadcast partner, Marshall Garvey. Gabriel Rico at the plate to lead things off here in the top of the 7th inning. New pitcher on the mound, number 13, Eric Marujo from UC Riverside.
Kicks for his first pitch.
Way inside, 1-0 is the count. Rico, the shortstop.
Final line for Carson Phillips, another stellar night of work. A season-high 6 innings pitched, just 5 runs allowed, only 2 earned runs, and 8 strikeouts.
As that's going to get up through for a base hit past Flores. And Gabriel Rico getting on base for the Inland Valley Bucks to lead things off here in the top of the 7th inning. Kyle Dobson stepping in the batter's box now for the Pirates. Second time we've seen him. He lined out over to Flores at short in the 5th inning in his first plate appearance. 1 runner on for the Pirates. Here, top of the 7th inning, Palm Springs Power had the 9-2 lead over them, as they were held to their first scoreless inning of the ball game. Marujo, here's a pitch. Breaking ball down and away, 1-0. Five hits the Pirates have recorded on 2 runs. As that is going to be chopped up over to Mazzetti at third. The throw on his knees is in time. As they're going to get the out from Rico, making his way to second. As Dobson going to be safe off the fielder's choice.
Designated hitter, number 26.
Which brings up Spencer Rasmussen to the plate. 4th time we've seen him today. He's 1 for 3 in the ball game. Had a base hit in the 5th inning, struck out in the 1st and 3rd. Dobson on first with 1 out. Here's the pitcher Marujo. Breaking ball. That's going to get inside for strike 1. .71-mile-per-hour breaking ball there from Marujo. Going to get in for strike 1. Breaking ball again, down low, 1-1 the count. Gibbons on deck for the Pirates. Here, top of the 7th inning.
Pirates trying to string something together here.
Here's a 1-1 pitch. Cracked up over to Angel at second. Going to let it off the bounce. As they're going to get Rasmussen out at first. Dobson going to advance now over to scoring position on second. With 2 outs, Anthony Gibbons at the plate. He's 0 for 1 in his only plate appearance in the 5th inning. He struck out.
The first baseman, number 4, Anthony Gibbons.
Gibbons, the righty from Riverside City College. Played 6 games there.
Stands 5'9", weighs 185 pounds.
Marujo kicks and deals on the 0-1. Breaking ball down low, 1-1. Richardson even able to keep the ball out in front of him. As Dobson going to be staying over on second, still in scoring position. Eric Marujo is first inning on the hill. Looks back over at Dobson. Here's a 1-1 pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 1-2 the count.
One, two, the count.
With 2 outs here, top of the 7th inning. Here's a pitcher, Marujo. Going to be fouled back once again. Still 1-2 count as Gibbons able to battle at the plate. Dobson over on second.
Pirates haven't scored in a couple innings. Only 2 runs so far. A lot of rallies been snuffed out by Phillips.
So there's a pitch, and that's going to get Gibbons looking for strike 3. That's Marujo's first strikeout of the ball game. It's going to leave Dobson the lone man on second. And when we return, bottom of the 7th inning, it's going to be Richardson, Flores, and Sweet. The three due up next. When we return, the Power are up 9-2 over the Pirates when we return. Tyler Richardson stepping into the batter's box for Palm Springs. He's 0 for 3 on the day with 2 strikeouts, and he flew out over to right field, most recently in the bottom of the 5th inning. New pitcher on the mound. It's Diego Cruz from Citrus College.
It's a COVID sophomore, standing a towering 5'11". This is for a ball. 4.35 ERA on the season. 3 wins, no losses.
And that's going to get inside for strike 1. Cruz with the sidearm there. Here's a 1-1 from Cruz. That's going to be a dribbler right up over to Rico at short. The throw is in time.
Remarkable play. He had to play that so deep.
McKinney with the stretch there. They will get the first out. Brings up Sebastian Flores to the plate for the 4th time in the ball game. He has a double and scored a run in the 5th inning. Struck out in the 1st and flew out in the 3rd. With 1 out, here's a pitch from Cruz. Way inside, 1-0 the count. Here's a 1-0. 1-1 after the swing and miss from Flores.
Beautiful sidearm delivery there, looking like old Royals reliever Dan Quisenberry out in that mound, the way he throws that ball. 1-1.
2-1 is the count. Robert Taylor on deck for the Palm Springs Power. With 1 out here, nobody on. In the bottom of the 7th inning, Palm Springs Power up 9-2 over the Inland Valley Pirates. Can be outside again. Hitters count 3-1. Flores 1 for 3 in the ball game, as he's going to foul that one back, making it now a full count. Power are up 9-2 in the bottom of the 7th inning. Full count coming up for Sebastian Flores with 1 out. Here's the pitch, and that's going to get him right there in the left forearm.
So now Robert Taylor hitting a cool 235 so far on the season. Last game on the 15th against the SoCal Halos, he managed a couple of hits and 2 runs scored, as well as a stolen base. This is his best performance of the season.
Robert Taylor going to be pinch hitting in for Torrey Sweet, who's a leadoff hitter. Able to make it on base 3 out of those 4 at-bats and scored 2 runs as well. One out, 1 runner on for the Power as they're up 7 runs here in the bottom of the 7th. Sidearm pitch getting inside. 0-1 is the count with 1 out, 1 runner on. Here's the pitch from Cruz. That's going to be fouled back. 0-2 the count for Robert Taylor. Here's the 0-2 pitch from Cruz. Outside 1-2 now. Spencer Dickinson on deck for the Power. And there's going to be a pinch runner now for the Palm Springs Power. That's going to be Richie Amavisca. He's over on first now.
Number 3, Richie Amavisca.
Amavisca was a huge part of last night's victory with 2 RBIs, scored a couple runs. An ideal choice to get this inning going.
Here's a 1-2 from Cruz, chopped right back over into his glove. As they're going for the double play here.
Hey, got it!
And they're able to do so to retire the inning. 1-4-4-3. Writing that down in your books for the double play there to retire the side. And as when we return, top of the 8th inning, Palm Springs Power still up 9-2 over the Inland Valley Pirates when we return. Steven Mara at the plate for the Pirates here to lead things off in the top of the 8th inning. And has a pitch there from Arujo, 1-0 the count. Mara got on base in the 5th inning. 2-0's the count. So Palm Springs Power up 9-2 here in the top of the 8th inning. There's a pitch there from Arujo. Going to get inside for strike number 1. On deck, it's Daniel Garcia. 2-2 the count. Mara over in right field. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Marujo. Going to be out and away, full count. The full count. Here's a pitch, breaking ball, ball number 4. As Mara getting on base for the second straight at bat. He's walked twice in the ball game, which now brings up Daniel Garcia to the plate here in the top of the 8th inning.
The third baseman, number 20, Daniel Garcia.
He's 0 for 1 in the ball game. He struck out in the 5th inning. Eric Marujo has 1 strikeout in the ball game. That's going to get inside for strike 1. One runner on for the Pirates here, top of the 8th inning. They're down 7 runs. Marujo delivers. Out and away, fastball, 1-1 the count. Power coming to the ball game, 7-2 overall after a 15-2 victory over the Inland Valley Bucks just last night. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball getting inside for strike 2.
Well, looked like a ball to me. Managed to catch the edge of the zone. Good pitch by Marujo.
And good framing there from the catcher Tyler Richardson to bring that one back a little bit in the strike zone. Chesterton in the on-deck circle with no outs, 1 runner on. Here's a pitch from Marujo, going to be fouled back. Still 1-2 count for Garcia. Power were just held to second straight scoreless inning for them as they're able to score runs all the way up until the 5th inning. They still have a 9-2 lead. It's going to be a 2-2 count now. And for the curveball, just outside. No outs, 1 runner on for the Pirates. Here, top of the 8th inning. The 2-2 pitch from Marujo going to be fouled back. Right over towards the left field concourse. No outs, top of the 8th. Marujo, second inning, we're seeing him. Here's a 2-2 pitch from him. Still going to be fouled away as that swing there from Garcia early.
Fighting to stay alive here. Pirates need to get something going here if they want to have a chance. Down by 7 in the top of the 8th.
As that's going to be hit right up over to Angel at second. Chance for a double play ball here, and they're able to do so. 4-6-3 double play. With now
Fans,
2
in
outs.
case you missed it, we scored 9 runs. You know what that means.
Chesterton.
Everybody gets some free tacos.
2 outs here, top of the 8th inning. Chesterton, 0 for 1 in the ball game. He flew out over to Sweet in center field in his first at-bat in the 6th inning. Breaking ball way inside, 1-0 the count.
Number 50, Bradley Chesterton.
Here's a 1-0, make it 1-1. Breaking ball swing and a miss by Chesterton.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Here's a 1-1. Again inside the breaking ball. 2-1 the count for Chesterton. He's behind the plate as he was now pinch hitting for Maxwell Shore. Here's a 2-1. That's going to get right down Main Street. The curveball there, 2-2.
Pirates haven't scored since the fourth.
Here's a 2-2. Breaking ball. Now going to be full count. No runners on base with 2 outs here, top of the 8th inning. Marujo and company looking to retire the side. Full count. Marujo deals. Going to be out and away, ball number 4.
Well, the inning will extend.
With 2 outs here, top of the 8th inning, Chesterton makes it on base for the first time this ball game. As Austin Holler stepping in the batter's box, the lefty. Pitch there from Marujo, down low, outside, 1-0. Holler, 1 for 3 in the ball game, has a base hit in the 4th inning. So here's a 1-0. That's going to get inside. Breaking ball, 1-1 the count. With 2 outs, Chesterton. He's on first after he's just walked a moment ago. Top of the 8th inning, Power up 9-2. Here's a 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Richardson able to keep it in front of him. Holler up in the count, 2-1. George Hathaway alongside Marshall Garvey here on the call. Thank you for tuning in this Saturday evening.
We greatly appreciate it. It is just a serene summer night. Now it's cooled down even more to 81 degrees.
Here's a 2-1 from Marujo. That's going to be cracked. And into fair territory over right field. Olsen going to throw it up over to Angel, the cutoff man. Now puts runners on the corners. Chesterton in scoring position now at third. After a base hit there for the second time this evening from Austin Holler. Jacob Badawi,
Number 9, Jacob Badawi.
the leadoff hitter. He's 0 for 1 as he was pinch hitting for Brett Cota. First time we saw him was in the 6th inning, grounded out. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Marujo looking to get out of this inning. Breaking ball inside for strike 1.
Pirates with the best offense in their division, trying to get a rally going here. That one's inside for a ball. 1-1. But yet another brilliant outing by Carson Phillips, keeping them well in check. Marujo trying to ensure that holds up.
2 outs, runners on the corners. Here's a 1-1 pitch, popped up into the air. Flores getting underneath that one for the 3rd out of the inning, and that's going to leave runners on the corners. As the Power now going to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's going to be Dickinson leading things off when we return.
2.7 in the net.
Power up 9-2.
Sports Radio.
Looking to add on more when we return. Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside with me, my broadcast partner Marshall Garvey. Leading things off here, bottom of the 8th inning, the first baseman Spencer Dickinson.
The first baseman, number 52, Spencer Dickinson.
First time we're going to see him tonight.
He was absolutely outstanding last night. Managed an RBI, had some great base running and defense. Dickinson, an all-around terrific athlete. Also see him in some great action in the PSCL.
He's filling in for Noah Blythe, who got on base twice and scored twice. Going up against Cruz on the hill. As that's going to be fouled back 0-1 for Dickinson. Spencer Dickinson from College of the Desert. The 0-1 is he's going to hit that one up over right field. Mara, and that's going to drop for a base hit as Mara's going to let that go in front of him. He's going to stay on first with a single there from him. As that's going to be his first hit with the power.
Now batting for the Power, number 14, Tyler Wells.
Tyler Wells stepping into the batter's box. First time we're seeing Wells tonight, as he's going to be pinch hitting for Emmanuel Dean. Dean in his season debut is able to get on base twice and score 2 runs. Pitch there from Cruz inside, strike 1. Oh, 0-2 count coming up for Tyler Wells, who has 3 hits, batting .231 on the season with Palm Springs Power. No outs, 1 runner on. Dickinson on first after he had a bloop over in the right field for a base hit. 0-2 is the count. Cruz deals. Going to be down low in the dirt. 1-2. Dickinson stays over on first. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed, as that is going to be a strikeout there for Cruz, a first for him of the ball game. This now brings up Isaiah Alvarez to the plate.
Alvarez.
With 1 out, Alvarez at the plate. He walked in his first plate appearance in the 6th inning. Pitch there, going to get inside for strike 1.
Decently sized crowd tonight. We always appreciate you fans listening. Swung on a missed strike 2. I always appreciate you fans listening, but I always hope that you can come out to the park as well sometime this year if you haven't. This in particular, very nice night for baseball.
0-2 the count. With 1 out, Dickinson on first base. The pitch from Cruz. Alvarez going to hit that one up over right into the glove of Mara. Dickinson going to tag up over on first. For the 2nd out of the inning. It's now batting for the Palm Springs Power.
Number 47,
Harrison Pontoli stepping in the batter's box now. Pontoli, 4 games played with 12 at-bats, has 6 hits. Batting an even .500 on the season.
Got on base 3 times last night with 2 walks, had a stolen base and 2 runs scored.
It's a pitch there from Cruz, down low, 1-0 the count.
Just a bit outside.
Pontoli going to be pinch hitting for Joey Mazzetti, as it's going to be a swing and a miss, 1-1 the count. Mazzetti able to get on base all 4 of his at-bats and scored 1 run as well with 2 steals. 2 outs. Dickinson, the lone runner on for the Power. Breaking ball down low, 2-1.
Figure it out.
3-1 the count for Pontoli. Who's been hit by a pitch, or who walked 8 times so far this season. Let's make that walk number 9 for Harrison Pontoli. With 2 outs, Dickinson in scoring position now on second, with Josh Hernandez now at the plate.
Hernandez with a chance to get the Power into the double digits in the runs column for the 5th game in a row.
Cruz, his first pitch inside for strike 1.
Their past 4 games, 14-8, 18-6, 10-0, and 15-2. Power just absolutely come alive at the plate.
Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Power looking to extend their record to 8-2 on the season with a win tonight over the Inland Valley Pirates. 0-2 count for Hernandez. He's going to swing and foul that one back, still staying alive at the plate. Dickinson on second with Pontoli on first. With 2 outs, 2 runners on. The pitch, as that's going to be lined up over to Garcia at third. And they're just going to tag up over there for the 3rd out. As the Power still hold on to their 9-2 lead. As we now transition things over, top of the 9th inning. When we come back, Gabriel Rico going to lead things off when we return. Welcome back to historic Palm Springs Stadium. George Hathaway alongside with me, my broadcast partner, Marshall Garvey, here on the call. Gabriel Rico leading things off here, top of the 9th inning.
And we have a new pitcher for the Power, Miles Rothfarb. Spotless so far, 0 ERA all across the board, 3 strikeouts on the season, in 3 outings, all of them victories for the Power. And looking to close this one out.
5th time we are going to be seeing Rico. As you're going to say, it hit him there. First pitch from Rothfarb.
It definitely sounded like it.
And he's going to get on base all 5 times here in the ball game to lead things off. Top of the 9th. Power looking to close it out here.
The left fielder, number 27, Kyle Dobson.
Kyle Dobson at the plate now. Going to be the 3rd time we've seen him. He lined out in the 5th inning. Fielder's choice got him on base in the 7th. No outs, 1 runner on here for the Pirates. They trail by 7 runs, the Palm Springs Power. Pitch there from Rothfarb, going to get inside 0-1.
That's pretty good.
Nice fastball there from Rothfarb.
Pirates trailing by 7.
Here's the 0-1. Another fastball getting inside 0-2, the count for Dobson.
Power looking for their 5th straight win.
Rasmussen on deck. 0-2 the count with 1 out, 1 runner on. Here's a pitch from Rothfarb, and that's going to get Dobson looking for strike 3. First strikeout there for Rothfarb, coming in good fashion there. As Dobson just watched that pitch go right by him.
Designated hitter, number 26, Spencer Rasmussen.
Spencer Rasmussen at the plate. Going to see him for the 5th time. He's 1 for 4. He struck out twice, had a base hit in the 5th inning, and then grounded out in the 7th. 1 out, 1 runner on for the Pirates here, top of the 9th inning. The pitch there, going to be outside, going to get away from Richardson. And he's just going to keep that one in his back pocket. As Rico now in scoring position on second base.
I'm on a 65-mile-per-hour curveball. If Rothfarb goes back to his 85-mile-per-hour fastball, and he does. That's him for a strike.
1-1 the count for Rasmussen with 1 out. Power looking to improve. 8-2 on the season. 2 more outs until they do so. The pitch there from Rothfarb, breaking ball inside, 1-2 the count. It's Rasmussen stepping off the plate. Here's a 1-2. Gonna be a breaking ball down low in the dirt. Gonna get away from Richardson, now moving Rico over to 3rd.
I'm on a 79-mile-per-hour breaking ball. Couple in the dirt for Rothfarb. That one a changeup.
2-2 the count.
By Rothfarb, I'd probably just go back to that fastball.
Here's a 2-2 pitch. Gonna be chopped up over.
That one.
And that's gonna get away from Flores. As Rico coming in to score.
And even though that one only stayed close to the infield, managed to get all the way up to 2nd. So that's a run for the Pirates. It's now 9-3.
It's gonna be an error there on Flores. First error of the ball game for Palm Springs. Anthony Gibbons now at the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game since he pinch hit in the 5th. Struck out both times. With 1 out, 1 runner in scoring position. Rothfarb on the hill. Rasmussen on second, and for the error. Here's a pitch from Rothfarb down low in the dirt. 1-0 the count for the first baseman, Anthony Gibbons.
Want to know.
Here's a 1-0 pitch, way inside as Gibbons had to get out of the way of that one. Two and 0 the count with 1 out, 1 runner on. As that's going to get away from Richardson. As he bobbled it there behind the plate. And was able just going to hold on to that ball there. 3-0 the count now for Gibbons. With 1 out.
Rothfarb got to establish a little more control of that breaking stuff. A few in the dirt and getting away.
As that's going to be hit right up over to third. And the throw, it's going to get away from Dickinson. As Rasmussen comes in to score. It's now a 5-run ball game here in the top of the 9th inning.
And only 1 out. And again, as quiet as they've been for most of this game, the Pirates do have the best offense in their division. And they're beginning to show why here. Also taking advantage of some sloppy defense by the Power. Now 2 errors in 1 inning after none in all 8 prior.
1 out, 1 runner on for the Pirates here, top of the 9th inning. They still trail the Power 4-9. Here's a pitch from Rothfarb, breaking ball down in the dirt, 1-0. Steven Mayra, he's at the plate. The right fielder. He's gotten on base twice. He's walked twice. Here's a 1-0. That's going to get inside 1-1 the count now for him. Here's a 1-1 pitch swinging on and a miss on the breaking ball, 1-2. One-two count with Rothfarb on the hill. Gibbons over on first. Here's a pitch upstairs, 2-2. On deck, it's Daniel Garcia, as that's going to be swing and miss, strike number 3. The second strikeout for Rothfarb.
Now just 1 more out to close out the Power's 5th consecutive victory.
Third baseman, number 20, Daniel Garcia.
Garcia at the plate for the 3rd time. He also pinch hit in the 5th inning. He struck out there and then grounded out in the 8th. Pitch going to get inside. 0-1 count for from Rothfarb. Here's the 0-1 down low in the dirt, breaking ball, 1-1. Lone runner on is Anthony Gibbons on first.
Pirates with a bit of a rally here. They've had a couple runs. Trying to keep this game going. Solid framing job there. Sold it.
1-2 the count. One-two the count for Daniel Garcia. As the Pirates are down to their final out. As the Palm Springs Power looking to get the victory here. Breaking ball in the dirt. Richardson keeping in front of him, 2-2 the count. Here's a 2-2 pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. Right over into the stands. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Going to be chopped right up over for a base hit there for Daniel Garcia. As that's going to advance Anthony Gibbons now over on second, which is going to bring up Chesterton to the plate, the righty.
Very scrappy rally by the Pirates. They are not going quietly into this good night.
With 2 outs, 2 runners on here for the Pirates. They still trail by 5 runs here in the top of the 9th inning.
Rothbard's fastball topping up around 87 miles per hour.
Here's a pitch, curveball upstairs, 1-0. Here's a 1-0 from Rothbard. Big swing and a miss there from Chesterton. Count is now 1-1, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Power looking to retire the side, get the win. Here's a 1-1 from Rothbard upstairs. Richardson had to pop up to grab that one. 2-1 the count now. Top of the 9th inning. Power have the 9-4 lead over the Pirates. 2-1's the count with 2 outs. Garcia on first, Gibbons on second. The throw over. It's over the head of Anthony Angel Jr. as Gibbons, as that's going to go way out there. Gibbons now going to come in to score.
All of a sudden, it's now 9-5, and the Power very sloppy on defense this inning. That one, a litany of errors that allowed him to come all the way home. 2 errors on that play, on that sequence alone, 4 total, matching the Pirates' 4 for the entire game.
Yeah, 4 errors in the top of the 9th inning alone, Marshall. Not something you want to see to try to close out the win here. But it's a 3-1 count for Chesterton coming up. With 2 outs, looking to retire the side. Garcia, lone runner on now. As that's going to be ball number 4. Looked like it even hit him as well.
Could be time. I'm thinking it's time for a mound conference. Rothbard looking a bit shaky this inning. Granted, he's not been helped by the defense, and they will talk it out.
Two outs, 2 runners on. Power looking to get 1 more out. After a very long top of the 9th inning here.
Two on with 2 out. Still a decent lead for the Power.
It's pitched there from Rothbard inside for strike 1.
Going back to that fastball, that one just zipped in there.
Austin Haller, he's at the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball down low, 1-1. Evan Shaw warming up in the bullpen now for the Palm Springs Power. Fastball, little 2 up high, 2-1 now the count.
The fastball topping up, mostly around 84 miles per hour.
Austin Haller, 2 for 4 in the ball game, 2 base hits. Breaking ball inside for strike 2.
Finish him.
2-2, 2 out, 2 on.
Big pitch here from Rothbard. Going to be a breaking ball down low in the dirt, full count now.
A lot of good at-bats by the Pirates this evening. I'm on a 79 mile per hour changeup. His breaking stuff continues to miss low and away or up in the zone. It's really been the fastball that's been working best for Rothbard. Payoff pitch.
Here's a 3-2. Swung on and missed. 3rd strikeout for Rothbard on the inning to close things out. Power get the win 9-5. However, the Pirates are able to make it look a little scary in the top of the 9th inning. Able to score 3 runs. As the Power now 8-2 on the season, and a huge win here for Palm Springs.
A humongous win, their 5th straight win. And while it wasn't quite as big a blowout as some of the previous games, a win is a win nonetheless. More terrific offense, aggressive base running, and another stellar start from Carson Phillips. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening, wherever you may be in the